Alright, hello everyone. Hope you all are doing well and sorry for the late stream tonight. Feeling a little bit under the weather myself, so let us start late tonight. But we are back again at it. Why my headphones trying to die? Look at that, hear buzzing in my headphones. But we are back at it again tonight on the cryptic grounds for Hilda, which is yes. But yeah, we are back again, trying to finish Hilda new stuff, and this thing ended in 2 days. I'm so fucked. Also, I recheck on some of the endings from before, like the things up here. So now we just need to finish the physics blight, and then I think we're finished. I think. Also, in my spare time, I've been building Augustus, damage team, which is, I think it was Sito and who was it? Sigline? Sigline? I don't know her name. Alright. Okay. Sigline, you're up.
Though I seldom take the front lines, a true soldier never.
Let's make this quick. The lighthouse cannot be left unattended.
Alright, let's see. You go here, you go here, you go here, you go here, you go here. This is a good setup, right? Yeah, hope so. Read up.
I'll take this one.
Oh, keep moving. Look at this guy.
I am the Legion. I'll take this light.
Oh,
Crush them all.
there we go.
The storm is here.
Pulse radiation. Engage.
Oh wait, oh wait, is
This
she
is my
damage
resolution.
based? Oh, I don't fucking remember.
I'll take this light.
Oh fuck. Nope, you're not moving.
I'll take this light.
Pulse radiation. Engage.
Crush them all.
This is my
Oh,
resolution.
nobody, yeah, so far.
I am the
Boy.
Legion.
You're doing good. Oh no. Remove you.
I'll take this light.
Damn it.
The storm is here.
Nice. Good stuff.
I'll take this light.
We won. Oh, true damage team is good. Even though that is for like level 20. Fucking
Thank
game?
you, everyone,
Say
for
what?
your hard.
Level 20 my ass. Even max level was fucking struggling at that one. Alright, so we've done part 1 now, or night 1. So now it's time for night 2, or day 2. Oof, wow. Seriously, frame drops. I swear, I think it's time I'm gonna have to switch to stream elements instead of OBS. I'm thinking at least. If stream elements also support a little bit better than OBS, like with less ping drops and frame drops, that would be so much better. Heavy cloud still hangs oppressively low, forcing the mana lights to burn desperately, despite the early hours. You spend a sleepless night hunch over Hilda's cipher trip, the cryptic symbols swimming before your tired eyes. What you have shown for it is the elimination of a few common encryption methods. Yet, it's a drop in an ocean of possibilities. A trial and error approach could take a year and yield nothing. I wonder how professional cryptographers ever crack these things. The task seemed hopeless. With the arrival of daylight, you reluctantly freshen up and step out into the corridors. As you walk through the corridors, you notice a guard in a blue raincoat at the manor's entrance. He appears to be a messenger, exchanging something with the guard outside the gates through the curtain of rings. No one but Hilda can receive mail from the sealed manor. This must be the identity verification letter she mentioned yesterday, the one destined for her superiors. Need to find a way to intercept it. Oh. Going up front is definitely not a bad, I mean, it is a bad idea. About snatching on the road. For now, you have no justification to intercept the letter. The only option is to wait and watch. Besides, the guards maybe only listen to her, so that's definitely going to be a pain. The group has already gathered in the halls. Helen is quietly arranging breakfast on the large table. Your eyes are drawn to Hilda, seated alone and sipping a cup of pitch-black coffee. 3 empty chairs punctuate the table. The other guests shift uneasily. You catch them stealing fluctuating glances at you and Hilda. The silence is suffocating. In this tense stillness, you find yourself quite unexpectedly missing Edward's presence.
The book. Have you finished it?
Hilda's voice cuts through the silence as she gestures towards the copy of the wilderness you brought with you. I find your notes more interesting than the original text.
Just the scribblings of a younger me. If you found them worthwhile, then they served their purpose.
Reading a book at a time like this, and the wilderness of all things. You two sure have leisure time to spare. Fate, you blind thrower of dice, casting us onto fields shrouded in war. Aspiration, you sacred yet callous flame, flickering in this bloodied storm.
How nostalgic. That was a particular favorite of mine in my youth. It's quite remarkable that you still remember those lines, Captain Marlowe.
Do forgive me for interrupting this little trip down memory lane. Is this some special outland childhood reminiscence I'm not privy to?
Sadly, yes.
What a pity. I'm from this city. Didn't have my nose in many books as a girl, let alone poetry.
Oh my lord, my shit is dropping bad. Why are you dropping? My fucking Wi-Fi is at max.
Then again, if I hadn't gotten myself tangled up with a man of such lofty aspirations, I suppose I wouldn't be sitting here now.
She fixes Marlowe with a pointed, challenging stare. He looks away, unable to hold it. An awkward silence blankets the room. And my shit is dead. Okay, what the fuck is wrong with OBS tonight? What the hell? Can't even read this in peace. Oh, look. What the fuck is wrong with you? And hell, I'm playing Path to Nowhere, which is a game that is much lighter than Wuthering Wave, and Honkai Star, which this thing OBS still have fucking strength to handle somehow, and yet it can't handle a fucking light ass game. OBS, why? You're giving me more reason to switch over to fucking Stream Elements. An awkward silence blankets the room, thick and uncomfortable, but is shattered moments later by a guy's sharp announcement.
Reporting, ma'am. A new dispatch from intelligence headquarters. Shall I bring it in?
A cold knot tightens in your chest, and Hilda's gaze flicks to you for a fleeting moment.
Yes. Bring it in.
Yeah, fucked. The guard crosses the hall. The sealed envelope pinches between his fingers like a verdict. With deliberate steps, he delivers it directly into Hilda's waiting hand. Every eye in the room locks onto the letter, and you are utterly powerless to stop it. It's too late. Yeah, I can't do shit. Just as your mind starts to scramble, calculating when to rewind with your next link attempt, a sharp intrusive blast rips through the manuscript. What? What the fuck was that? The lights whip violently, throbbing the scene in frantic flashes, before centering completely, plunging the world into choking darkness.
Enemy attack! Get down! Find cover!
Gunfire erupts the moment you bark the order. Okay, there's actually gun effects. Okay, that's nice. The wall and windows are pockmarked. A sickening thud of leaves, punctuated by the crystalline shatter of glass. A wave of screams swiftly choke down as straining overrides panic. Is this the perfect chance that you're only one? You scramble through the chaos, straining a stumbled terror as you crash into Hilda and reach for the envelope in her hand. A grunt punches from the lungs.
Who's there?
Screams and gunfire, deafening storms. Your finger brushes against the rough paper at the envelope. You seize it and yank it with all your strength. But as the letter tears from the grasp, it never reaches your hand. A bullet screams through the darkness, punching clean through the paper. For a heart-stopping moment, his flutter, grey withered leaf, tracing a silent arc before vanishing completely into chaos. Finding it now in this impetuous darkness seems impossible. You decide to hold the ground through explosion site. Nah, I'm not going after this. Going after this is definitely going to be a pain. Avoid the crowd and investigate the explosion site. Yeah, that would seem more a better thing to do. The explosion tore through the second floor. You weren't kept up there. The only one thing the target could be is the monolith prototype in Hilda's room. By the time you reach the upstairs corridor, the gunfire sputtering out. The perimeter attack has been quelled, the guard shots growing isolated, seizing together. In the ensuring quiet, your eyes strain against the darkness. A single vague silhouette is collapsed on the floor ahead. The lights flicker. Then they flood the corridor with a harsh, steady glow, allowing you to make out a face. Johnson? The scene is one utter devastation. The electrical equipment at the door's end is shredded. A nest of wiring has been blown apart, its core still smoldering, tendrils of black smoke coiling towards the ceiling. The walls are scarred with soot. And there, directly beneath the shattered electrical box, is Johnson. He lies on his back, an ordinary military knife driven deep into his chest. A pool of fresh, shockingly red blood is still spreading beneath him, gleaming under the emergency light. His eyes are frozen wide in a final mask of terror. His right hand is twisted into a desperate clawing gesture, while his left hand is clenched into a death grip around a single severed piece of copper wire. A choked scream escaped Casey at the sight of the body. He stumbled backward, nearly fainting, before Manifest lunges forward to catch her.
No. Johnson. No. Who did this? Tell me who did this!
Emotion overwhelms her. She lurches to her feet and stumbles towards Johnson's body. The stunned hesitation of others granting her a tragic passage.
This knife. It's Marlowe's. I saw it on him yesterday during his argument with Horn.
Her gaze instantly locks onto Marlowe. His face darkens as his hands fucking OBS. You son of a bitch! Okay. I swear, tomorrow I'm testing a stream on fucking Stream Elements. If Stream Elements has better encoding than this OBS, I swear, I'm switching. I'm switching, I swear. His face darkens as well. Fuck you. You done. You done, no BS. The fuck is wrong with you? Why are you frame dropping? Okay, you know what? I'm fucking looking up. Why are you frame dropping? This makes no sense. Okay, give me 1 second. Why is OBS frame dropping? Let's see here. Internet bandwidth, fuck you. My bandwidth is literally at max. Go video, network instability, not in high GPU uses. Bro, I turn off my camera, you son of a fuck. Fuck. Internet bandwidth. How do I deal with that? Ugh, I'll check that later. I swear, if tomorrow's Stream Elements works better than OBS, I'm dropping this thing. I swear. His face darkens as his hand goes instinctively to empty the sheath at his waist.
With all the shooting and chaos earlier, some rat probably swiped it in the dark.
You're a professional. You expect me to believe someone could lift your knife without you knowing? And how convenient that you just happened to be on the second floor when the lights came back on.
Casey stepped forward, her gaze intense, and bloodshot from the sleepless nights, pinning Marlowe in place.
You didn't leave it on purpose. You dropped it because Officer cut off your escape. You knew you'd be trapped if you didn't run, so you fled. And now you're lying about it being stolen.
Hey, Hilda, you just gonna stand there and let her run her mouth?
Ignoring their argument, Hilda strides to the blast site, her eyes scanning the charred plastic fragments and fine metal powder littering on the ground.
No, Lane. Analyze the composition of this powder.
Let me see. Looks like a crude ammonium nitrate mixture. Homemade. Low yield, but enough to damage the junction and cause the outage. The residue contains copper shavings and fragmented engineering plastic.
So Johnson was sabotaging the electrical box before he was attacked. He succeeded, and then someone stopped him. Permanently. But why kill him? And why leave the body at the scene of the crime?
Her gaze sweeps across Marlowe's empty knife sheath.
One possibility is an intervention. A would-be hero discovered the sabotage and killed him to stop it. But it seems we have no such clever detective among us.
Sadly,
That
no.
leaves the second scenario. The killer was an accomplice. The murder was to silence him.
That's not true. Johnson would never do this. He was loyal to the Metropoles. One of you must have forced him into it, then killed him to cover your tracks.
Oh yes, I forgot this lady does not know of Johnson's betrayal, trying to poison our ass.
I didn't kill him. When I got here, he was already on the ground.
Then why were you looking for him? When the shooting started, who would think to check the electrical box?
I mean, it was dark. Who wouldn't do that?
Now that you mention it, Huck was the one who asked me where Johnson was.
Hey! Was this your doing?
That is a vicious lie. You're the one who caught me an empty sheet, and now you're trying to pin this on me?
Huck, why did you send Marlowe after him? Did you know what he was doing? Or did you put him up to it? Johnson didn't know a thing about electrical systems. Someone gave him the tools, told him what to do. Let's see if the copper wire in his hand matches the spool in your toolkit. That should clear things up, shouldn't it?
Huck's go perfectly still. A tremor runs through him. His gaze snapped involuntarily to the toolkit at his hip. In the breathless silence that followed, Memphis carefully clears his throat, the sound cutting through the tension.
Perhaps a suggestion. While we cannot ascertain the true culprit at this moment, might I propose that Marlowe and Huck surrender their weapons first?
A reasonable proposal.
Yeah.
Please hand over your weapons.
Marlowe's glare is sharp enough to shatter steel. The muscle twitches in his jaw as, with deliberate slowness, he opens his jacket and unbuckles his gun belt. Huck's face bleeds of all colors, leaving it a mask of stark fear.
What are you waiting for, Huck?
I told you, I didn't kill him. I'm not a murderer. In a flash of motion, Huck wrenches a screwdriver from his belt and hurls himself at Casey, the closest target, shouting frantically. Fine, yes, I went to see Johnson. I invested everything in his private funds. I just wanted my money back. I gave him the tools to escape. That's all. The sudden aggression is all the provocation Marlowe's need. His weapon is already raised, his aim steady on Huck.
Drop it, Huck! Now!
Huck, you fool! Killing me won't save you!
I confess, I sold information. I leaked the cryptography department location. But don't you dare act high and mighty. None of you are clean. You, how many bodies did you climb over to get here where you are in the gang? How many families? And you twisted the truth. You ruined lives with your headlines. You fabricated the grounds to have your own comrades eliminated. Don't any of you see their faces when you close your eyes? Their jerks violently. The screwdriver flashes, gashing deep into Casey's flank. A torrent of blood immediately streams down from his skin. We're all dead if we stay. Just let me go. Let me go, Hilda. Hilda's gaze coolly assesses Huck and the hostage, Casey. He takes a deliberate step back, seemingly clearing the path. But in that same movement, her hand makes a subtle, deliberate gesture that only feels.
Huck, think logically. I can let you pass, but you won't survive the journey back to this city.
And goes down the stairs.
Surrender is your best option.
On my lead, got it.
Is this how you want to reunite with your family?
3. Cold sweats and Casey's blood smear together as Huck drags her limb form. Yeah, my fucking shit design. Oh lord, my color. What the fuck is wrong with you? I swear, this does not happen when I play What We actually no, it does happen when I play What We Raised, but a lot less than this. And it almost does not happen when I play Honkai Star Rail, which make no sense while those games are more heavier than this bullshit. Again, cold sweat and Casey's blood smear together as Huck drags her limp form. Stumbling towards the stairs, he focuses on his escape. 2. Meanwhile, you're already in position. 1. Strike! Swiftly, you snatch Marlowe's discarded gun from the floor, but you don't aim at Huck, the dangerous moving target. Instead, you fire at Marlowe. Hilda shouts, rings out almost simultaneously with a gunshot. In a split second, Huck is distracted by Marlowe's scream. She explodes into motion, lunging at him. He crosses the short distance of the paint, the right elbow driving brutal precision into his heart, pictures of the strangled grasp escapes Huck as his vision tunnels. His grip fails. In one fluid, vicious motion, Hilda wrenches the weapon from his hand, drives a knee into his lower back, then slams him into the floorboards. Cold hard kiss of gun barrel press against his temple.
Don't move. One twitch and I'll make you wish you were dead.
Meanwhile, you step calmly past the chaos, then send Marlowe's pistol skittering into a distant corner with a precise kick. He clutches his blood-soaked shoulder and glaring at you with pure venom, but he's too weak to do anything more. Helena and Mantis stand utterly still, frozen by electric fast reversal. The hall stinks of dust and iron. Johnson's corpse, Casey's grievous injury, Marlowe's bleeding shoulder, and Huck pinned beneath him. Altogether, they form a table of a nightmare. He does kneels on Huck's bag, her weapons unwavering. Her breath comes in quick, controlled puff, where her eyes are razor sharp. When her gaze flicks to you, she catches a clear, unmistakable flash of approval. Like I said, if I intercept a letter before I did not make it, I will not make it. Okay, poison capsule, got it. We'll go to this one, I definitely died. Downpour, switch letter. Daylight gradually bleeds into the sky, yet the gloomy rain refuses to cease. The chaos subsides into a grim aftermath, with Marlowe and Huck bound and locked away, and Norlane having taken Casey for emergency aid. Hilda dismisses the messenger guard. The hall suddenly feels cavernous and half empty. Then you remember the most urgent matter. Your eyes frantically sweep the room, letting in just in time to see a slender feminine hand retrieve the fateful envelope from a shadowy corner.
Hilda, you forgot this.
Yeah, of course. With elegant poise, Helena passed the letter to Hilda. A silent nod, and Hilda's opened the envelope once more. Her face is unreadable mask, giving no hints of the content. The opportunity to act has slipped away. What you can do is watch. Your breath caught in your chest as her eye traces the final line of the document.
It appears the city-state's verification is conclusive, officer. I'm sorry for the previous skepticism.
Wait, what?
Now that your identity has been officially confirmed, I must formally apologize to you.
What? You force your expression to remain neutral, and my fucking encoder is dying, okay? Fucking come on, encoder's literally only what the? You're ticking up like 3%, 4% at max. The fuck is wrong with you? Is it because I have like Steam on or something? You know what? Let me check. Task manager. Task manager. Oh Lord, if this keeps up, I can't stream. Okay, OBS, you're at 6. Oh, you son of a bitch, you greedy ass bastard. Okay, never mind. BlueStack is taking up a lot more. Okay. Still weird though. Okay, you force your expression to remain neutral. Mask held in place by sheer will. Every muscle in your face fights the shock screaming within. What is happening? How can a letter from the Metroville confirm your identity? Your eyes locked on the envelope of your hand. That's when you see it. Critical detail. This envelope is different from the one you saw in the darkness. The original was grazed by a bullet, causing it to fall. This one is pristine, unmarked. The letter was switched, but by whom? Fear hammers against your rim, a frantic drumbeat against the chaos whirling in your mind. You scramble for an explanation, any thread of logic in this sudden turn of events. Meanwhile, Hilda simply holds the response letter and tucks it in her coat. Her movements are unhurried, efficient, as if she just filed a routine report. The matter for her is now settled. Then she turns to bow to you with a solemn formality.
From this moment, I will no longer entertain any doubt regarding your capabilities or your authority. And I must hope that you can find it in yourself to overlook my earlier lack of decorum.
I understand. Given the circumstances, your caution was warranted. She raises her chin, the ghost of a smile on her lips, and yet in that subtle clanking around her eyes, and the gentle arc of her brow, her true feelings are quietly revealed.
In that case, you are free to move about and rest. I will be interrogating Huck and Marlowe, and will inform you at once of any new developments. You may keep Marlowe's firearm. Secure it properly. It will serve you well for self-defense, should you face danger again.
She places a hand over her heart and offers a crisp formal salute before turning on her heel and striding away. Only then do you exhale the tension you've been holding. One hurdle now is clear, but a critical loose end still hangs in the air, threatening to unravel everything. Fortunately, the solution is clear. You're a piece together, with a handful of people who touched that letter. The most suspicious by far is that person. Yeah, find Helene.
Finally, it's time to enjoy the fight.
Wait, why is there another one? Hilda leaves the hall, leaving you behind, and the others, each carrying private agendas, to occupy separate corners of the room. You pace casually, using the moment to examine the traces of the attack while plotting on how to extract the information you need. Holiday may be gone, but the hall itself still holds answers. What do I do? Your eye drifts to the center painting, the crystal chandelier. While my shit is dying. Fuck you. Oh my lord. Fucking hell. This is just making me wonder. How did my laptop run Withering Waves and Honkai Star Rail with less frame drops than BlueStack, a simple gacha game even? Fucking hell. And how many gacha games I have on BlueStack actually? Around like one or two, I think. Wait, where is my other game? I'll check them later. But right now I got like around 2-ish game on BlueStack, and yet it is still lagging like hell. Yeah, this is making no sense. Alright, your eye drifts to the center of painting. The crystal chandelier washes light over its weathered brushstrokes, while the gilded frame remained pristine. To the painting, the attack was as insignificant as spilled brush water, a stark contrast to the agitated human below. Airplane. Where am I collecting? What was that? Pinching the scorched edges of the upholstery, you get carbon residue on your finger. Tracing the trajectory to the wall behind, you find a shallow indentation. A brief search along the line yields a prize, a slender brass shell casing on the floor. You roll it in your palm, only to find it noticeably smaller than standard military issue. This consists with a compact close-range personnel defense weapon. This changes everything. This casing could be the key to identify the real perpetrator. Oh, okay. What about around here? Here? Oh. But if target were all downstairs, why would fire reach that high unless the shot was never meant to hit anyone at all? Hello? What am I doing? Why are there two of you here? Footsteps sounds to your right. You swiftly pockets the casing and glance up. On the staircase stands a man who seems to share your skeptical nature. Having finished his inspection of the shutter light and central painting, he now descends the step with deliberate slowness. Find anything of note, anomalous power expert? You simply shrug, holding your hands up in a universal gesture of innocence to show you have nothing to share. No need for caution. Though, given our circumstances, keeping your card close to the chest is likely the wisest course. Memphis approaches and seemingly out of nowhere brings up the book you talked about at breakfast. So, you are a reader of the wilderness as well. It seems we have similar taste. I imagine you wish to know my whereabouts before the blackouts. Skepticism is an admirable quality. Fortunately for me, I was at the scene itself, no shortage of witness. Okay. If you truly investigate on more, I may have some information for you. You weigh Memphis' words. Scan the room to confirm you're unobserved and lean in to ask. Mr. Memphis, didn't you just say it's unwise to lay all your cards on the table? Memphis looks taken aback and but a strange smile still finds its way to his lips. For those in all lines of work, caution is a reflex. But observing you now, I find it highly improbable that you are the mole. Don't be so quick to leave. There is something I'd like you to have. Ah, who are you? Oh, where do I click for you? You need something, Miss Nolan. Just came down the stairs, saw you poking around. Got curious, that's all. Working alone doesn't make me suspicious, you know. You give a resigned smile and a marble shell casing tucked into your pockets as if it was the most natural thing in the world. Besides, I got plenty of eyes on me right now, but since you're here, where were you right before the attack? Are you suspecting me? Nolan frowns, her eyebrows knitting together in clear displeasure at your line of questioning. The power went right out right after the blast. It came as soon as I heard. But it was chaos. There was nothing I could do, damn it. You recall that she did indeed arrive at the scene immediately after the chaos erupted. Since you're here, I take it Casey has been taken care of. When you bring up Casey, Nolene's face becomes a guarded mass. It takes her a long moment to form a brief, quiet response. Casey didn't make it. Of course. Casey was ahead of tomorrow's post. The earlier chaos took her hostage and critically injured her. She fought but still didn't make it. The numbers of deaths you've seen since coming here is beyond counting. And you know with cold certainty there are more to come. Her injuries were too severe. We're trapped here, no way to stop the bleeding, with supplies to fight the infection. It's a miracle she held on as long as she did. Nolene's tone remained detached, giving you no insight into her true feeling on the matter. Accursed fool, this traitor! Sooner or later they'll pay for this. And she's done. Ah, Nolene's gone. Here, take this. From within his coat, Manfis withdraws an object wrapped in a handkerchief and hands it to you. Unfolding the cloth, you are stunned to discover a small, sleek handgun. Still holding it through the cloth, you check the gun caliber. The cold certainty settled in your gut. This is the sort of shell casing you discovered. It's a small caliber that's standard issue, typical for espionage, easier to conceal, suitable for personal defense. You must have realized it by now. Our attacker was no outsider. There was all a carefully staged performance. Manfis leaves the gun in your possession, offering a casual wage as he's depart. Keep it. I have a feeling you may have need of it. The manor has become a rather dangerous place. Would you agree? You take care, my young friend. Okay, finally. After wrapping the gun in handkerchief, tuck it in your coat, you head upstairs to find a letter. As you pass your own room, a paint rustling from inside catches your attention. Ooh. You shove the door open, startling the intruder. The moment she sees you, the tension melts away. She leans back against your decks, with a look of pure amusement on her face. My, look at what the cat dragged in. You seem tense, my dear anomalous power expert. Trouble in paradise? Sneaking around in my room. You took that letter, didn't you? Helena casually rearranged her fluffy shawl that offers a non-combatant nod, a gesture that neither is confirmation nor denial. A hatter has to have a skill. Let's just say I can liberate things from nearly sealed pockets, create a convincing duplicate, and slip it back in, all without missing a beat. Call me paranoid, but I had my eye on you since yesterday. Still, even I didn't expect this little secret. Your story isn't exactly adding up, is it? So, officer, if you want it back, you'll have to make it worth my while. You gave me quite a scare, you know. What do you want? Money, position, or something else? She pursued her lips in a playful pout. then settle into an alluring stance. The sly smile touches her lips as she speaks. Oh, you poor, straightforward thing. You're thinking too small. You don't want anything like that. I want alliance. You still have your cover as the Metropole's expert. Between you, it gives me nothing but watching each other's backs. That's how we both get out of this mess alive. And don't worry, I'm no more. Just nobody trying to keep her head above water. So, I'll be holding on to this letter for now. Consider it my little insurance policy. Melanie glides to your side, bring her fingertips to her lips, and gently brushes them against your earlobes. May luck favor us, officer. Shut up, somebody.
My hand is sore, but I'm very happy.
That makes no sense, love. Okay, turns out she was the one who helped us. You had to, what? In the cellar. Oh, what is this? Who are you? Footsteps echo, swallowed by oppressive darkness of the tunnel.
Hey, I'm here. I saw the signal you hid. Where are you?
In the suffocating dark quiet, a wee sound carries. A moment later, a series of sharp metallic taps ring out from the pipes within the walls.
Fuck! Always with the games.
Swallowing his frustration, he raised his own fist and began to answer in kind, banging the sequence against the pipe. What the fuck was that?
Yes, spies come in many varieties. The most common are local assets. People living ordinary lives, only activated when needed. Then there are the infiltrators, planted into specific departments. They require an elaborate cover and a full support system to maintain. A man like Marlowe is what we call deep cover. Do you have any idea what it cost him? How many people he had to kill to earn his place in that gang?
With a slight sway, Helena set her glass down and leans into your space. Her movements softened by drinks.
So yes, he's a bad person. I'm hardly surprised.
With a subtle shift of your weight, you evade a touch. Your face betrays nothing. Sounds like you really hate him.
Of course. Isn't he the one who made me who I am today?
As if catching her own loss of composure, she grabs the wine bottle and shakes it. This thing sloshes inside. It's
Talking with you is so refreshing, officer. I'll go fetch another bottle.
She sways to her feet, but her movements freeze at missteps. Her attention seized by something beyond the window.
Hey, what's that?
What's what? Is that fire?
Look! Is the annex on fire?
Oh my. It appears so. But in this downpour, and given the manor's brick and stone construction, it should have considerable fire resistance.
No! That's the depot with the fuel reserves!
Oh, what? A thunderous explosion tears through the air outside the window. Gunpowder, oil, barrels. It's impossible to tell. The shockwave is a physical force, slamming through the main building to throw objects onto the floor. Before a deafening roar has even faded, a wave of heat and light follows. Flames surge, thick billowing smoke immediately begins to choke the air, rolling relentlessly towards the main building.
Guards! Where are the guards? Open this door at once! Let us out! This whole place could go up!
Manfus screams, throwing his weight against the locked door. Then a second blast erupts directly beneath your feet. This is another attack, more brutal and dangerous than anything from this morning.
Everyone stay calm! The attack is currently confined to the annex. Reinforcements have been dispatched. All main hall personnel, follow us to the shelter immediately!
Oh, this guy
That freaking
sounds
mole! This time you won't get away!
With an angry roar, Elaine charges through the doorway into the smoke. Other hands find yours, her grips tight with panic. Oh lord, what do I do? Okay, right now, you know what? Fine, I'll go with this one. The grips Helena hand tightly as both of you follow the guard, evacuating towards the end of the manor.
Where are we going?
Stop talking and keep up.
The wall shudders without cease and soon thick, choking smoke swallows the entire corridor. The lesser thunders of explosion confirms the main building rigged to blow. The little hand is the rise of terrors in yours. They're now biting into your palms. The progress is hobbled by your heels. The shapes of the groups gradually vanish into the gloom as the two of you stumble through the hellscape and crumbling stone. Now is the moment, the perfect cover to steal the deadly letter from her grasp. Not bad at acting, but let me try this one. You feign an injury dropping to the ground, but your plane backfires immediately. Helena directly trips over your body and stumbles back. Sharp points of her heel dig viciously into your side. You hear six cracks as your wrist approaches, eternal bleeding in front of her.
My goodness, are you alright?
Her voice is frantic. She crouches down, her hand fluttering over your body as you grasp fighting for air. Just then, Helena collapsed. No cry, no final words. Just a silent, heavy thud against the floor. You clutch the searing pain in your chest. Thick, acrid smoke, blooming flames swarms your vision. Through the shimmering inferno, a dark silhouette stands firm, raising a gun towards you.
Long live this city!
Yep, fucking knew it. That was the guards. Oh, you fucking bitch. Wait, there's another side to this? Okay. I might try that later. What is this for? Wait, what? Ooh, there's another cutscene from this. Okay, you know what? Let me retry this. Okay, let's try Hilda. You go with Manfis and the others. I'll find Hilda. Wrench your hand from Helena's grasp without a second thought, racing up to the stair until you skid to a halt outside Hilda's door. The corridors is a tunnel of fire, deserted and choked with this whirling smoke. And my fucking OBS encoder's overloading. Give it a second, guys. Okay, OBS, you good? I hope so. You pound on the door, only to hear no answer. Instead, from within, you can hear the unmistakable metallic click of a gun being cocked. The distinct scream that something is terribly wrong. You retreat, slipping cautiously into your own room next door. You make straight for the study, your fingers finding the switch that tracked it with ease. The walls open, revealing the secret passage. What in the... The narrow passage is illuminated by ghostly fluorescent arrows. In their eerie glow, you see chaos footprints, suffocating in the dust, and the air hangs thick with acid stings of gunsmoke. Cold dread grips you. You plunge forward, racing towards Hilda's room. charnel house, choked with thick smoke and dancing flames. Several guards litters the room, their blood mingling in the dark, spreading pools. A brutal gunfight has painted the scene with violence. And there is Hilda. She lies in the cold floor, most of her clothing saturated with blood. Below her throat, a ghastly wound is leaking crimson, vicious fluids. Every swallow's wet breath she takes bubbles horrific looking. Yet her gun is still clenched in her fist, being shakingly at the door. Hilda! Crash to your knees beside her, pressing torn cloths against the wound. Blood instantly sucked through, often relentless against your fingers. You can feel her life slipping away, like an unstoppable tide receding.
I hear... Officer... Is that you? The lights... have all gone out. Listen. I found the secret passage. Behind the wardrobe. In the manor. That gun from before. Keep it close. When the time comes, don't hesitate.
Oh shit, stop talking. I'll find something to stop the bleeding. He tries to lift a hand to stop you, but the gesture dies as a feeble twitch.
Don't. It's already too late. Never thought you'd be the one with me. Not bad. Could have been much worse.
With a final monumental effort, the hand she still moved finds your collar and clutches it. What are you trying to tell me? A small key rests in her palm, radiating a stark silver light. Without ceremony, you press it firmly into your hand and gesture towards the monolith. Your gaze finds the device behind her, its dark surface broken only by a single prominent lock. Even now, the machines stand like death itself, cold and ruthless in the room's center. You fit the key into the lock. The casing clicks open, revealing a breathtaking complex web of multifaceted circuitry. The other points directly to the core component. Sound command clear. Take it. This is the fatal shot. The bullet shatter a brooch, rubbing it full with ferocity. Stir deep into your chest, then exit. Lost yourself inside her. Now with every ragged breath, she pumps more blood into the cavity of her own body. Saving her is impossible. She knows it. The fight has already left her eyes.
The monolith isn't finished, but the remaining data is enough for the city. State's researchers.
Hilda's voice in threadbare whispers, each word strained through a bloody froth.
I entrust you with the spark beneath the monolith.
The voice is fading whisper, but as your fingers close around this finished monolith she entrusts to you, your own resolve hardens into something cold and sharp. And why is my shit dying now, son of a bitch? God dang it, OBS. Fuck you. This is like a fourth time already, fourth or fifth time. I swear, I'm gonna switch to stream elements. Free drop still not fixing itself. Oh, I swear I'm gonna have to do this thing myself. Fucking hell. Alright, let's see. System tray, preview, importer, studio mode. Where's the output? Bitrate, audio, presets, as fastest as it can be. Audio is custom. I don't do relay. Well, record actually, not relay. What the fuck I'm talking about. Resolution is already at 720. Output is 480. So that's something I had to do. FPS is also at 30. What was this? Priority. Let's try high. Stream delay. Nah, I'm not using stream delay. Oh man, reconnect. Maximum retries. Okay, don't know if that fixed anything. For all this time, that cipher strip has been an unbreakable lock. Tried every method, every key to no avail, but now, behold the key to the monolith itself. This creation of Hilda can truly decode any cipher. There's no time for sentiment, no time to wait for a natural end. With swift, deliberate movement, you can take out the cipher strip and slide it into the monolith waiting slot. The eyes widen in utter belief. The faith trembles in the final desperate act. Trembling fingers reach you, not with strength but with a plea. But the monolith's work is already done. One by one, the cold strips unspool into stark, undeniable truth, laying bare the reality she has been desperate to bear. What is this? Wind, cut water and power. Ooh. 2-9. Filed the raid report. Operation successful. Nullowing. No more still out there. September 21. Order to transport real medical supply. No cover story this time. Good for once. That's a relief. October 2. Another operation against civilian. I object. This is my first time in solitary. Reddit. I'm speaking up because I stuck here for days. How much intel will I miss? October 10th. Out of confinement. October 20. A major error happened today. So steady from the injury, pressed too hard, smudged the coordinates for the translation. The strike missed by 5 degrees, and nothing but dirt, no casualties. When it failed, and I felt happy losing it. So this is it. She's been hiding all along. His loyalty shattered and remade, not by blind obedience, but by conscience. Seeing her secret lay bare, Hilda's dying face contorts in despair, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. She doesn't know who you truly are. She believes the cold machinery of the city safe has uncovered her heart, but her answer is to clasp her hand firmly in her own. The darkness press in physical weight. Each breath is a struggle, shallowing gaps in the echoing void. Don't worry. The secret's safe with me. We'll get you. Get the both of us out of here. Ooh. Okay. Wait, what's this? Wait, I was back there, I think? No, I was here. want me to go here? Which one was it? Find Hilda. Here we go. Once the attack begins, it was too late. It will be too late. You must find her immediately. To avoid raising any alarm, you calmly walked straight to your room. And my encoder died again. Okay, let me see if there's a setting to drop the shit. This thing is fucking off. Okay, you know what? Turn on eco mode. Why not? Why is there no sound? Is it because of eco mode? Okay, let me check the task manager. See if that helps. Task. If it did, I'm gonna keep this thing on eco mode. Let me see, let me see. Ooh, it dropped. Never mind, I'm blind. I'm going insane. Oh, it did drop, somewhat. And let me see, are there any other modes? What is this? What is this? Yeah, my free memory up. Still lagging, oh my lord. Okay, the switch for the secret passage should be right around here. The walls within are coated in ghostly fluorescent paint. You drop to a crouch, the floor is bare, no footprints. You know about the passage, but you haven't come through yet. Beat in the nail. There's still time. Inside, heavy velvet curtain mute the unrelenting storm, and the chaos down in the halls, creating an island of tense silence. Hilda is hunched over her desk. Her entire focus is locked on the monolith prototype.
Do you need something, officer?
There's going to be a real attack. I just got word. There's an attack coming in 20 minutes. I think all the guards are in on it. Their plan is to storm the manor, kill everything, and take the monolith. We need to get ready, now. She doesn't immediately accept your stories, but she doesn't reject it out of hand either.
What's your source?
Across the room to Hilda's wardrobe, fling the doors open with a few practice motion, far away the false panels. A yawning pitch-black passage is revealed. Within the darkness, a series of faint fluorescent marks hovers in the air. Looked at Hilda, her face in a massive shock.
Did you just say the guards?
Yes. Think about it. If we could use them to stage a fake attack, why couldn't the mold use them to launch a real one? The light catches half of her face, revealing a stern profile. The faint smile is gone. Her lips are now a tight, severely.
How much do you know?
You take a deep breath and reveal what you discovered. The attacked used non-lethal rounds. They deliberately avoid any angle that could cause real casualty. With that much gunfire, it didn't have a single injury, and it was just subdued. It's not believable. It's more like an elaborate fireworks show, designed to create illusion of chaos. Looking back now, certain details seems a little too convenient. You knew Johnson had connection with few here, so you loosened up security around him to draw them all out. You never expected it would involve innocent people and lead to real casualties. Finally, Hilda's turn was to you. The movements is deliberate and hurried. When her eyes meet yours, there's no trace of hesitation in her gaze.
Johnson's death was necessary. His actions alone warranted execution 100 times over. He was the most obvious, weakest link in the mole's network. His stupidity and fear were a liability. I just made use of his corpse. It was an efficient way to flush out potential traitors. Nothing more.
Is that so? But I don't think that's who you are. As you speak, you produce a roll of cipher paper, flashing it in her direction before placing it down the table. flicker of naked panic Hilda's gaze with mastered. He assesses you, the evidence, and stake in a heartbeat. Pretense is over. Now she might as well hear you out before resorting to more permanent solution. Oh my lord, my brain farted for that another second. You hate manufactured sacrifice. You despise involving civilians. You're loyal to the state, but you question its orders. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you already altered classified documents given chance. You have your pride. You're only limiting targets you deem deserving. And my fucking encoder dying again. Stop. So admit it. Casey's death was never part of your design. There's a flaw in your plan, otherwise perfect like it. And I was angry. You knew how I was. You still kept me in the dark. You used me. Just like you used everyone else. If I have been quick on my feet, could end up like Casey. Seeing her lips tighten involuntarily, you softened your tone. I'm not turning you in. Not now, anyways. I believe that even in war, we need a line we don't cross, certain of what's right. I will say this, one person can only do so much. If we had worked together from the start, maybe we could have avoided this tragedy. At this point, her agitation suddenly stills. The calculated silence hangs in the air before she breaks it, her voice now measured and clear.
To be honest, I never expected you to show up here, and you saw through my scheme far quicker than I projected. You could have remained silent, or you could have moved against me in the chaos. Yet, you chose to help me.
The proposal for an alliance hangs in the air. She meets it not with acceptance, but with a steely, knowing look, seemingly privilegating to lay out her own shrewd assessments of the
This shows
situation.
that despite your anger, you've made the most rational choice. Aside from me, you trust no one else here. I remain your only viable ally.
Her words leave you utterly speechless. She is right. The truth is, she isn't in your power. She is only reliable. She is your only reliable ally. Any advantage you seemingly hold is purely theoretical. In seeing this, both of you have proven yourself a step forward of Helena. Having laid her cards on the table, Hilda extended her hands. Time has taught you to decipher the subtle language behind her icy composure, and now in her eyes you can see not just calm assessment and approval, but a faint genuine glimmer of joy.
Thank you for your honesty, and for your fair judgment. You have my word. I will not act unilaterally like that again. So, let us table the discussion of my methods and your objections to them. For now, we need a plan for the very real attack that is coming. That, after all, is the immediate priority.
Oof, alright, that's good. Okay, you scout the passage behind the wardrobe again. Calculating strike team will be of 3 or 4. Will likely use it as a point of entry. Any more than that, the front door remained their primary breaching point. With quiet efficiency, Hilda arranged a decoy of clothes and pillows before the desk, then directs you to use the furniture as concealment. You trusted no one else with this plan. The mole was still out, a single leak completed. And so time passes quickly. The expected explosion comes, rocking the annex building. Man's fist, cluttered shout echoes from below, usually drowned out by the front door splintering open, and the thunderous stampede of combat boots on the stairs. Almost in sync, the assault on the door. You hear hurrying chaos, footsteps echoing from the depths of the wardrobe passage. Their ears. The room doors kicked open with a violent crash. A storm of gunfire broke instantly, shredding Hilda's decoy to a cloud of prey. The stuffing is a matter of seconds. As the guns were clear, the soldier's grim realization dawned. He had been lured into a killing box. As realization comes, the heartbeat too late.
Now!
The shots are precise, shattering wrists and sending gun clattering to the floor. Yet, even with their hands broken, the guard's jaws forward, eyes bloodshot with frenzy. The last remaining survivor makes a desperate move, raising his hand and fight down something good.
Stop him! He's got a poison pill! We need him alive!
Knock him unconscious. You summon all your strength and drive a powerful punch into the guard's jaw. Then snap back and he drops unconscious. A quick pat down reveals a poison pill. You pry it from his clothes and toss it aside. Rapid footsteps approach from the outside door.
Heard gunshots! You two in one piece?
We're fine. What's happening with the fire outside?
No idea, but you're safe. That's what counts. Those guards are all traitorous scum anyway. I'll go kill.
As she speaks, he bends down to retrieve the guns dropped by the two guards. At this moment, she decides to... stop him. Marlowe's intention was still a mystery, but it plays safe to keep the guns out of his hand.
The hell are you doing? Give me those guns, now! You...
The moment Marlowe hits the floor, a staccato rhythm of... Oh, okay, I fucked up. What's the hold-up? Are they dealt with or not? Oh, yep, I'm fucked. Okay, should have let his ass take the guns. Fuck. Paranoia. Oh, fuck, yeah, I'm fucked, okay? I'm fucked. Okay, let him take the guns.
Appreciate it.
He strides out, a submachine gun in each hand, a small arsenal strapped to his body, radiating an aura of pure predatory menace. Moments later, the satchel roars, gunfire erupts from the corridor, punctuated by agonized screams that are swiftly cut short.
No need to worry. Marlowe will take care of it.
Yoda's definitely reloads her weapon.
These guards, including Shane, were all assigned from the city-state headquarters by the intelligence leadership. As for who is really pulling their strings, we will find out during the interrogation. Let's go. We'll take him to the interrogation room first.
Oh. Nice. More stuff. That's good. I still got this thing here, but I refuse to go that thing down yet. The last of the flames sputters and dies, and with them, the sound of Marlowe's massacre falls silence. In the hazy, smoke-choked aftermath, you followed Hilda through dim corridors, the acrid stench of burning saturation in the air. She leads you to the hall that has been utterly transformed into a scene of chaos. Here the survivors are gathered. Norlane crouches by the doorway, a gun hanging limply in her hand. She stared with profound shock at the dozen corpses littering the floor.
Freaking hell! That was brutal!
Before the sprawls of corpses, Marlowe sitting at the sofa, a god of slaughter soaked in blood.
Report, ma'am. All 29 security guards who are disguised traitors have been eliminated. That old dog, Huck, tried to slip away in the chaos. I put him down with one shot, too. Not sure if the actual mole was among them, but if you interrogate that survivor, you'll get something useful.
His hand trembles as he fumbles for a cigarette, but the strength is gone. His fingers betrays him as tumbles from his grasp, unlit.
You idiot! Are you trying to get yourself killed?
With reddened eyes, Helena sits down beside him and lights a cigarette for him.
After all this time, never learned to do anything but kill. Guess you could call it playing to my strengths. I've spent half my life killing. My hands are stained. My soul is stained. Can't wash it clean. When I die, hell's the only place that'll have me. Hilda, I've always been on the level. The ones I didn't kill, I didn't. The ones I did, I own up to everyone. Remember this. I'm not the mole. I never betrayed the city-state.
I know. Why else would I have untied you?
Good. Looks like this was part of your plan too. That's good. That's good. Among Us. As long as you stay on the right path, everything's fine.
Oh my god. Don't tell me Marlowe dies. His voice grows faint, dies away, and the void leave behind. New one arise. Soft, unmistakable sound of someone reciting poetry.
Fate.
Fate, your blind thrower of ice, casting us onto fields shrouded in war. Young hearts once flowing freely like spring water, now bewildered, trembling beneath iron hooves. The future is a wasteland, veiled in mist, a deafening horn, a silent summon. To voyage a map without a map, how treacherous. The destination, perhaps, shows an unsealed coffin. Hilda gently closes.
Rest in peace now, Marlowe. The city-state will not forget you.
Oof. Is that Marlowe's gun? A metallic clang echoes through the room as the doors swing open. The soldier change to the interrogation chair and lifts his head. You recognize him as the messenger from this morning. Well, that you have a name to put to the face. Shane Alves. He is a frontline soldier, dispatched directly by the Metro Force from Wysand with a single objective: to ensure the smooth development of Monolith.
Shane Alves. Let's drop the act. Tell us who you really are, and who you're working for.
He shoots a defiant glare at Hilda, and his eyes flicks to you, feigning busy work with your notes. A contemptuous snort as he owns reply.
In your dreams. I'm not saying a damn thing.
Is that so? Then take a look at this.
With a stern expression, Hilda's placed several photos in front of him, informing him that his operation has been completely failed and all his teams have been eliminated.
Damn you!
A wave of crimson fury sweeps up Shane's neck and floods his face. His eyes bulges with uncontainable rage, and he unleashes blistering tirade, his words devolving into a coarse and incomprehensible outland language. Hilda's wait, a statue of patience until his rage spends itself on her sterile air. Only then does she utter a single soft word, a city-state name you don't recognize.
How did you know?
Language gives you away. You slip back into it when you're emotionally charged.
Hilda speaks softly, as if stirred by a personal memory.
I remember that city-state. Your people needed hypercubes and requested aid from the metropoles. After the agreement was signed, it became a subordinate city to surveil. That was over a decade ago.
A sharp maniac laugh is torn from Shane's throat, his shoulders heaving with the violence of it. It's the laugh of a man who just heard the world's most cruel joke, a sound utterly devoid of warmth, sharpened to a fine edge by pure hatred.
Yeah, you helped us back then. But how long are we supposed to pay that debt? 10 years? 20? For the rest of our damn lives? We grow the finest wheat in all of White Sands. But the moment we signed that deal, we lost all say in the price. Every industry we try to build, we have to kneel and ask the metropoles for permission. A whole decade gone, and we've got nothing to show for it but wheat. No industry, no development, no future. You use hypercube rations to keep us on a leash, forcing us to be nothing but your farmers!
This is the inevitable fate of any city-state drained by a metropole. The more one-dimensional its industry, the more anemic it becomes, until it is reduced to a mere blood bag, tethered to its master, forever unable to stand on his own. Faced with this fate, the revolutionary, outhailing or slow death by bleeding, it's no wonder they become what the authority labels separatists. Those must understand this on a visceral level. As you watch her, you see her fist clench, her words become rigid and force as she speaks.
The metropole system has its flaws, but it remains the most effective way for human civilization to survive against the catastrophes.
Shane spits forcefully on the ground.
Keep lying to yourself. We believed that too at first. But what did we get? Half our harvest is taken as tribute. Our children who go to the metropoles never come back. Wheat prices get worse every year. And if we have a few bad harvests from disasters, they even cut our hypercube rations the next year!
That's impossible. Hypercube allocations for satellite towns are non-negotiable. No one has the authority to reduce them. Where did you hear such lies?
A violent, wheezing laugh erupts from Shane. His chest heave with the effort. Each breath is ragged gasp, like a torn bellow, yet cutting through the grating sounds. His voice is laced with terrifying, unmistakable excitement.
Lies? If they were just lies, your parents wouldn't have had to run, would they?
Hilda's expression instantly turns cool.
You. What else do you know?
Shane lifts his head, a defiant, twisted smile creeping across his face.
That person was right about you. This gets under your skin, doesn't it? You're dying to know more. Fine. I'll tell you. 10 years ago, a man from Metropole came to my hometown. Said he was secretly researching the real conditions of satellite towns under the Metropole system.
Oh.
What a dedicated guy. He spent months visiting over a dozen towns like ours. Promised us his wife was a counselor who could definitely bring our situation to the higher-ups. He wrote a long report detailing all the flaws and dangers of the Metropole system. Warned that both this city and the satellite towns were sitting on a powder keg ready to blow. Then, well, you know what happened? He got an arrest warrant. Branded a traitor. Until there was no place left for him in the Metropole.
Enough!
Hilda lunges to her feet, sensing a dampening word about the lead Shane's left. His voice explodes over hers, a roar of broad defiance that drowned out
So
hers.
they went to this city and personally lit the fuse!
A spasm of agony seizes him, twisting his facial nerves. The manic triumph in his smile warps, contorting into a terrifying, grotesque mask.
They started the war! And their daughter, the one they had to leave behind, got brainwashed into becoming the Metropole's most obedient, most loyal dog!
I said, that's enough!
Hilda's voice shakes with a low, chilling menace that seems to darken the very
Believe
air.
what you want. Either way, you've only got two choices. Believe your parents were real traitors, or admit the Metropoles are actually a rotting pile of garbage. This city's the only one who got the spine to resist being swallowed whole by you people all this time.
A gleam of undisguised reverence shines in Shane's eyes. The same fanatical gleam Hilda has seen in far more repulsive things.
You call that spine? This city abuses hypercubes to warp the anomalous power and distort life itself, turning soldiers, even infected civilians, into monsters, neither human nor beast, then throwing them onto the battlefield. Even if they win, what kind of twisted victory is that?
You made us do it! Don't forget the Nirvana massacre. You fucking bastards have no right to judge anyone! The Metropole should have fallen long ago. You people, rotten to the core! Just wait to be slaughtered by this city!
He descends into a manic laughter, vomiting fresh blood with every grasp. Stop him. You're trying to bite his tongue.
Don't you dare die!
With lightning speed, Hilda lunged towards and seized Sage's jaws. Her grip brutal and final.
Who organized your group? Who gave you the intel on the secret passages?
As her own emotions surge and flash a mania response, black spike-like shard erupts through her gloves, piercing the deep into his jaw. Instantly, the dark sludge recognizes his host, surge into the room, torching like living shadows rushing down his throat.
No!
Hilda's recoils and snatching her own hand back lifts it burned, but the damage is done. Mania is already burned upwards, shattering his jaw from within and tearing his mouth apart with a grotesque silent scream. Another interrogation room, pitiless white lights, its face is frozen and a monstrous gaping ruin. What the fuck?
We will have vengeance. We will be free. We will destroy the hegemony. We will have freedom.
He lunges forward, catching Hilda as her leg gives away. The sudden emotions of shock have sent her mania into a violent spiral. Now is turned back on the self, corrupting her from within. Full of fog, grotesque spikes rise and spread, threatening to consume her entire body. Ooh, we're doing this one. Play dumb, act if you're seeing this for the first time. Stop talking. You can't control your power. Don't use it. Deep breath calms your emotion, or it will pierce right through you.
It's okay. I was just too rash. I'll be fine in a moment.
She brushes your hands away and stumbles back into the chair, her eyes fixed on the vicious dark sludge before her. Her gaze is a window to a private torment, the physical agony of the mania corruption, the sharp sting of the remorse of a life lost to her own lack of control, and most profoundly, a disoriented bewilderment that threatened to consume her. In the silence, you offer quiet thanks to Shane for his brutal and necessary truth. It's time to press Hilda further. So, what will you choose? Question Shane asked you at the end. Parents, city-state. Which will you choose to believe? Shadow falls across Hilda
I don't know.
With a soft sigh, you lower yourself beside her, take her hand. She grabs it firm in an attempt to soothe the violent mania surging through her veins. No one was his intention. You were trying to stop him from killing himself. Carl just slipped beyond your control. Hilda turned her gaze to you. Her eyes under the influence of mania flickering between clarity and a deep consuming shadow. Regret won't change what happened. You truly feel responsible for what happened to him and carefully consider everything. Let emotion cloud judgment and benign. Avoid the difficult questions. Then answer his accusation with action. If this was your parents' former residence, you may have left documents somewhere, even the metrical assassin could find them. You say they were resourceful people. The odds are slim, but he still has to search for himself. Come on. You hold her gaze, your invitation hanging in the air between you. Slowly the light returns to your eyes, the loss and avoided gaze giving way to a fragile but growing spark.
You're right. I should go look for whatever truth is there. Thank you, officer. I'll go with you.
Oh, we're doing good. We're doing very good. A lot of good stuff is going on. Okay, let me finish off this. And let me see if I can do it within half an hour before the end of the stream. Wait, what? Ooh. Okay. Alright, let's see. There is a bastard coming from behind. Okay, I'm prepared for that. Actually, no. You here. Little Jill. If you're here, yeah, nice. Oh, you did.
Rush them all!
There.
Pulse radiation! Engage!
Rush them all!
Oh, no. Save me.
I am the Legion. I'll take this light. I'll take this light.
Oh, you bitch.
I'll take this light. I'll take this light.
Ooh, nice. You good?
I'll
Fuck
take
you.
this light.
Ooh, nice. Okay, bubble time's up.
You messed with the wrong.
Did we get enough? Please tell me we got enough. No, you bitch. Okay, pure damage then. Since I'll do something like this with this, you here. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I'll take this light.
Alright. in the floor.
I am the Legion. I'll take this life.
Pulse radiation. Engage.
The storm is here. I'll take this life.
Nice. I'm doing good. Nice.
Thank you, everyone, for your.
Clear that off, my girl. To be honest, I have too many girls. Which I don't mind.
This is a necessary process.
You and Hilda return to the room that was once her parents' office, now repurposed as the Monolith Research Lab. From scattered details, you have pieced together that her parents defected to the metropolis, were granted Elysium in the city as cryptographers, and ultimately settled here. If they left anything behind, this room is the most logical place to find it. You watch Hilda quietly, noting her apparent lack of hope. And let's see here. The board to detect concentration mania residue around the central fireplace. What about this poetry collection? Has there a connection? Oh, okay. What about this? No. This? No. This? No. Trace the room mania source, surprising as emanating the radio on the table. Switching it on, so you improve frequency, but speaker yields only low persistent static. What about the radio? Any memories of your parent here? Perhaps. When I was a child, I always enjoyed listening to the specific radio frequency with them. But I don't see how that connects to any information they have. Okay, what about the board? The thingy working here? Shelves, books, chandeliers. It has to be important. The wall clock and time itself. Hilda, do you have any memories of time about this? What time with your parents? I just remember the decryption game we would play when we were little. What's the time for them was every night at 9:21. Okay, 9:21. Radio yet? I don't know. I'm literally clicking everywhere. Other foods I have to offer. 3 items. I haven't even found 2. Looks too distressed to have any interest in what she see as your puzzle game. Still, you decided to try anyways. Okay. Let's wait until 9:21. Adjust the radio. Response to nothing but statics. Ways used to code book to remember childhood. When confused, she quietly gathered a pen and paper and set the table, ready to proceed. Okay. The two of you wait in the room, the silence between you filled with unspoken thoughts. The clock relentless ticking marks the passage of time until the moment arrives. The hand points directly to 9:21. They has fully fallen when the clock chimes and the radio hums of a faint new signal. The raw radio waves are filtered onto the code sequence that only you are meant to hear. Hilda gets to work, capturing the signal with a recorder. Use the wilderness as her key, she deciphered the code in a slow concentration. Her hand moves steadily as she commits to the code words to paper. Dear Hilda, so long the war interference from the metropoles has stolen our connection. Every method we tried for fragile, cryptic channels. That's why we agreed to work with the city authorities on an enormous power research project. reactor allows us to establish nuclear arrangements which broadcast automatically each day. We've been sending you a signal into the void, praying that somehow it will find you. If you're in this world, then our time must reverence past. From the moment we choose to betray the virtual world, we do that with a big constant shadow. And we want you to know you will never regret your choice. We did not betray you for wealth or power, but for justice. We could no longer stand by while they cast their shadows over the other city-state. We wanted a better, more equitable world for you, and for everyone. To the end, we have hidden all the evidence we collected. Proof of a small city-state devoured by the metropoles inside a chimney of the office fireplace. We once dreamed that you would come to the estate, find our room, and use this evidence to carry out our work. And now we see that we truly wanted simply for you to be happy. No matter where you are, no matter which path you choose, follow your own heart, find your own peace, live a life filled with joys. All our love, always, Mom and Dad. I need a moment alone. Oh jeez, definitely. So what do I do now? We're still sitting in silence on the sofa. Further, we simply placed the documents on the table within our reach. Something like these face no kind of thing we can offer now is time and peace.
What a wonderful adventure!
Well, ain't that perfect time for that character to show up? Days of relentless rain have left the air humid and cold enough to chill to the bone. Black shrouds layered over the young dead hide their faces. Once the final body is laid to rest, a brief funeral commences within the curtains of the falling rain.
So foolish. They think breaking away from the metropoles means they're free. That they can now run their own industry, their own religion, and control their own resources. As if they can just farm and trade in peace in a world ravaged by catastrophes. But the world is a jungle, full of predators. When a weak lamb cries for independence and leaves the herd, it doesn't get freedom, it gets eaten.
Well, you're not wrong with that.
That's why. We have to stay on the right path. Even if our hand has to be iron, even if it seems cruel, we must follow it, and guide them to follow it too.
She casts her torch to the ground in the flickering firelight that dances across their faces. The group move as one, fists meeting chests in a solemn silent salute, honoring the fallen soldiers.
To all our brothers who lost their way, your hate was used. Your pain was turned into a weapon against the city-state. But I still recognize you as one of us. I hope you find the prosperity and freedom you were looking for. Here, in your eternal rest.
You don't see Hilda among the crowd. Having witnessed those truths, she can no longer bring herself to participate in the ceremony that so boldly champions the metropole's agenda. Why are we down here? You follow the trail of mania down deep into the cellar. Your footsteps, the only other sound in the oppressive quiet. At the far end, you find Hilda. You curled up in the darkness, sitting before the telegraph machine. Your finger danced across the key in a slow rhythmic cadence. The dee-da, what? The what? Fills the space like a sacred requiem. Words feel like desecration here. Instead, after a moment of shared silence, you lower yourself to the ground beside her. Remembering the code you devised yesterday, you began to speak with your hands. What are you doing? Writing epitaphs for them. We know that you noticed the stack of documents beside her. is the god's profile. With meticulous care, she transcribed each name, tapping them out into code. One by one, she transformed them into radio waves and released them to the wind. Perhaps the signal will be swallowed by mania. Perhaps they will drift for years before any receiver find them. But this doesn't matter. Someday they'll find their way home. To that place free of bloodshed and oppression. They wait quietly beside her until the final name is sent. Then she closes the telegraph machine. The quiet click period at the end of her elegy.
It couldn't have been easy to find this place. I'm fine. I just wanted to stay in a quiet place for a while.
And to secretly mourn these enemies away from anyone else. Understand?
Here, I can hear voices from the past. When I need quiet, they keep me company.
Can you really hear them? She leans in, her fingers pressed against her lips. The earnest intensity in her eyes compels you. The world falls away as you still your breast and listen. In a newfound silence, the darkness itself seems to breathe. Then you hear it. Faint, indistinct voices rise like a whisper from the void. Sis, look! The railway from the metropole is almost here, in the north. Soon you can see an art exhibition in the morning and be back with new books by the afternoon. The engineers say we can redirect the underground springs to the dry regions. We can finally grow more food, be more people in the satellite towns. Just think how many children the medical program could save. United University is opening a new enrollment soon. More of our people will have a chance to study. Listen, everyone, this is our next goal. We're moving forward, one step at a time, towards the ideal city-state. This is a crossroads for the world. In a street-side cafe, people peruse newspaper in a dozen of languages, urge eagerly trading phrases from their homeland. All children attend school. Everyone has work and receives their rightful share. Theaters constantly debut new plays, and a laundry woman can walk proudly into a masquerade to dance with nobility. No wars, no conflicts. People of every rank fulfill their duty and yet still have the energy to enjoy their lives. Back then, it was the clearest vision of an ideal, an indestructible lighthouse in the hearts of countless souls. But what remains of it now?
Why are you holding us back? Why are we the ones trapped here on the farm? Why are you stealing our future?
The one who asked questions was taken, just disappeared. Where are they? Release them. Give them back. Why? Why do we have to fight all of us? Shouldn't we be working together? Shouldn't we be moving forwards? Silent is absolute, but their faces transcript of a conversation you can't hear. An icy dread traces its way down your spine. You can't stop yourself from asking. What do you hear?
They ask me if I still remember what the ideal city-state was supposed to be. If I remember the person I used to be. The one who fought side by side with them for a shared future. They ask when the war will end, when the trees in our homeland will grow green again. They speak of everything, except the reason they died.
The tone is deceptively calm, but you know better. These voices from the past are classic auditory illusion. Hallucination, a direct symptom of uncontrolled mania that only emerges when the host's psyche is on the brink. The cause could be a physical damage to the link or purely psychological, the unshackled mania ravaging the mind. The origin matters less than the results. Beneath her composed facade lies a profound, fragile mental state. She is just forcing normality, performance as fragile as glass. With a quiet sigh, he moves closer to her. This question has been tormenting you, hasn't it? Why has our city-state become what it is today? And sometimes you wish it were you lying in that darkness instead of them. Listen, as Hilda's breathing in the dark deepens, finding a more measured rhythm. It seems she is finally calming down. To be honest, I don't know how to answer you. I'm not even sure what we're doing is right or wrong. We can only move forward until history renders final judgment on us.
It wasn't like this before. I still remember when I was young, hearing about the future from books, from my parents, from the news. Everyone said the future would be an ideal era.
She narrowed her eyes as if admiring the dust most dancing in the darkness.
Ever since the Nightfall, the metropoles have united settlements and city-states, providing aid for decades. I once saw towns on the brink of extinction, rebuilt with the metropole's help. Refugees fleeing from catastrophes would embrace each other in tears, and they finally reached our gates. That same year, Savale proclaimed to all territories that if every city-state united and contributed what it could, even the greatest disasters could be overcome. Small states are not burdens, but our flesh and blood. Resources are not barriers, but bridges between us. If we stand united, civilization's light will burn away the long night, and humanity will rise again.
She raises her hand, reaching for a memory, ghost, something that was never there. Alas, fall back to her side, empty.
Officer, I believe the evidence we've seen, but I can't dismiss everything the metropoles have done for decades because of a few isolated cases. Maybe we've missed something, or something's been hidden from us. The information we don't have might explain everything.
You open your mouth, but to find you have no word to offer. You understand that these recent revelations are feeble things against the fortress of her faith, a devotion built over decades. Beginnings are always pure, memories are forever gilded. You cannot falter for clinging to the memories of those idealistic orators. And the metropole that once truly reached out to help the smaller states. This press further now would only seed suspicion. For today, it is wiser to let the matter rest. That's alright. Hilda draws a deep, steadying breath, the ghost of a smile touching her lips.
If the mole brought me this information, they must know even more than I do. I won't be shaken by this. Even if it's just to learn the whole truth. I'll find that mole and make them talk. I need to know what kind of justice they claim to uphold while sending so many people to kill me.
Hilda rises slowly and walks through the dim light. Passes you, her form dissolving into a darkness that seemed to promise no return. In her silhouette, you see the ghosts of others you have known. They always begin this way. Eyes as clear, strides steady. Ideals held like a shield, held high against the sky. So often they end this way too, stepping into a solitary path, from which there is no coming back. Amidst the devastation of the main hall, the survivors has assembled. Helena, having foraged for food and igniting a surviving stove, now beckons the other towards the comforting cycle of fire.
Look, I have a suggestion. Instead of splitting into shifts tonight, why don't we all just stay here together?
So we can all keep a closer eye on one another, you mean?
I mean, we can protect one another. The situation is still unclear. Staying in a group is the most logical way to ensure everyone's safety. It's obvious.
I mean, she's not wrong in this part. Elaine lets out a cold snort.
A group is just a bigger target. I have no intention of dozing off only to have my throat slit by the person sharing my fire. Separately, we stay sharp. That's how you survive. And with today's chaos, the monolith research can't be finished. I assume Hilda would prefer some quiet to work.
The location is irrelevant to me. The monolith's repairs are almost done. I can work from anywhere. Our priority now should be determining which arrangement is more likely to flush out the remaining mole.
The voice is a stark veil over steel, the words needling straight into the hearts of everyone present.
Perhaps we should put it to a vote? Look, there are exactly 5 of us.
Right now, the vote is locked. 2 against 2 as in the 5th and final vote. The decision is yours alone. I mean, from Helena is already want to stay in group. I don't know about Manfist. Nolaine is whatever. And fucking hell. What? Stay together. I don't care.
Very well. I will retrieve the monolith files from my room.
Helene and I can gather bedding and see what other provisions we can salvage.
We're just trying stuff. I don't know if this is going to work or not. After some time, the group has settled, each person creating a makeshift bed on the main hall floor. The perimeter distrust silently established. Individuals space themselves apart and ensure they remain invisible to all. Hilda then wheels out the monolith prototype, centering in the halls. You realize that, aside from yourself, everyone else is witnessing the actual monolith for the first time. It stands at waist-high, black metal box represents a small coffin. 4 screens are set into its sides, each with a corresponding keyboard. Its inner workings are particularly exposed. Within the unassembled core, a cluster of electronic dials glimmers faintly under the light.
Can I have your assistance to complete the final calibration process?
Ah, of course. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten why you brought an old cryptographer along in the first place.
No trouble at all. After all, the monolith is the entire reason we're all here, isn't it?
My expertise with mechanical systems isn't on par with Huck's, but I can manage the radio components.
Hilda nods and hands out a stack of documents to everyone present.
The final calibration requires extensive parallel calculations and data entry. Please review your assigned documents thoroughly, then input the data accurately into the corresponding monolith modules. Notify me immediately of any interface discrepancies or hardware errors during the process. I will make the necessary adjustments.
I see now. So this is the monolith. Truly an elegant design.
Leaning over the most confidential monolith schematics, Manfred lets out a series of impressed clicks of his tongue, absorbing every detail of the revolutionary design.
Not purely mechanical rotors, but integrated with the latest computing technology. Yet, it still contains 12 interconnected rotors internally. On demand, several can generate false data to mislead the enemy, while its cyclical structure renders brute force decryption utterly useless. If we had had this device back then, our intelligence network would not have been so thoroughly annihilated. Augustus, that anomalous power wielder from Dis City. As long as she knows the strike coordinates in advance, her incomprehensible power can intercept anything. This alone stripped us of every effective deterrent we had. And that ghostly Reaper unit, always appearing where we were most vulnerable, tearing our defensive lines to shreds. But now... No matter. It is not too late.
Once Dis City can no longer decrypt our messages, Augustus will lose her strategic advantage. Officer, I need you to take the night watch. Though everything lies in ruins around us, this is the final push. Thank you.
Everyone gathers around the monolith to get to work. Fucking hell, my encoder's overloaded. We're good? I think we're good. Everyone gathers around the monolith to get to work, and the air filled with the quiet intensity of their calculations. It's gonna be a sleepless night. Ooh, what is this? Dawn washes the sky, uncertainty.
Don't worry, I've got the route all mapped out. Just stick close to me.
A hushed quiet blankets the hall, where everyone's gathered, intent on their individual task. The silence is a peaceful one, broken only by the soft rustles of paper, scratch of pens, and the methodical clicking of calculators. Bearing any unforeseeable complication, you feel growing certainty that the monolith development will be completed tonight. As you lost in this contemplation, a subtle movement catches your eye. It's Hilda, offering a gentle wave. Her expression is suggesting that she has something to discuss. What is it, love? Is there something you need? I hit a snag with Elaine's input. Do you mind passing this to her? Reality is undeniable. You're surrounded by cryptography experts. You and Helena are the only ones without real tasks, so you make yourself useful as a messenger. You take the note and, with a nod, turn to find Elaine. A soft call from Hilda stops you in your tracks. You know, without you, none of us would. Monolith would still be a theory. Thank you. Just thinking, once this war is over, we could let her sentence trail off. The gaze inwards as if reconsidering her words. The question is on the tip of your tongue, but before you voice it, you notice Helena pointed to look across the hall as unmistakable summon. Can I click her? No. Fine. Helena, like you, has no specific role. She radiates a profound boredom, her gaze drifting restlessly, as if searching for a conversation to break the monotony. Something on your mind? Not really time for small talks. Don't be upset. As well make small talk now. Do you remember that letter I've been keeping for you? You bring that up now. I don't give a damn about some more code machine. I just want to get out of here, this hellhole. Better come up with a plan for me, and soon, otherwise all I have to do is hand this letter over in your little secrets. So I escaped you, you make a conscious effort to keep your voice calm as you turn to Helena. You turn me on me now, and don't forget, you're my accomplice. I'll hang you right next to me. You pass threats, Helena. We sink or swim together. Then what I'm supposed to do? You promise to help me. I have to get out of this. The only way is to finish Monolith and end this. While everyone is working, I need you to be our eyes and ear. Watch out for the moles. Let's try something now. I suppose that makes sense, but don't think you're off the hook. I'm still holding your leash. By every logical measure, Helena is the least likely suspect here. which is precisely a treacherous voice in your mind whisper. What would make her the perfect mole? Okay, you first. You try to hand Elaine the note, but she is lost in the world of numbers, utterly oblivious to your presence. A wave of your hand, in a line of sight, earns nothing but an ancient swat as if shooing a fly. Don't bother her. That's just her way. Elaine is a prodigy who solves problems by pure intuition. When she's focused, the rest of the world simply falls away. You need to speak with her, it's best to wait. In the meantime, why not keep an old man company? The sound of unfamiliar hums accompanies the scratch of Manfist's pencil, the sound betraying his good mood as it works. Ah! I found myself at a bit of an impasse. Good thing you're here. Take a short recess. How about a game? You've seen the clue board in the hall, haven't you? I believe there's one in your room as well. I want you to study this clue board for 3 seconds, then turn around and answer the question for me. Are you ready? 3, what? Pop quiz. Okay, let's see it. Ah, fuck. I think it was, let's see here, 10 and 9. Yeah. Just as I suspected, the memory is in, you memorize it in an instant. Photographic memory is an indispensable tool, whether for code breaking or espionage. To be perfectly honest, you are my primary suspect for the mole, but at this stage it seems rather inconsequential. Whether the mole is here among us or is waiting in the wings, it changes very little. So long as we complete the monolith and deliver it to the city safe, all of this will be settled. Ah, I see Elaine has finished her part. What are you looking for? Her? Go on. Elaine pens still. She blinks, her gaze lifting to meet yours as if surfacing from some deep internal abyss of numbers and logic. What is it? Hilda has a problem that needs your help. She asked me to give you this. At the mention of Hilda's name, a spark keen interest ignites in Orling's eyes. She practically snatches the note, her pen's already moving in a swift, confident dance across the page before she returns it soft. That was fast. What, you thought I was just some musclehead thug who only knows how to throw a punch? That's not what I meant, just impressed. Faint blush tinges Nolan's cheeks at your word, but it's gone in an instant, placed by a mass of studied nonchalance. Yeah, well, it's safe. Just take it back to Hilda. She's waiting. Out of curiosity, what made you join the cryptography department? Why do you care? It's none of your business. Choosing not to pry, you return to Hilda, hand her the soft note. Around you, the moonlight fades, reaching the color of the hall. As the air grows colder, you and Hilda pull blankets close, settling in for what are promised to be a very long night.
Huh! Now you know I'm not to be messed with.
Okay, we did not have any, well, voice acting in that one. Too bad. It would have been nice to hear. Alright, let's see. We are down to P20 now. Alright, let's see. As the first gray light of dawn filtering into the room, the last calibration is complete. With a steady hand, Hilda takes the final crucial gear and slots it into place. A soft yet defined click echoes in the quiet room. Green indicator lights glows to life.
There. It is complete now.
A heavy silence descends. For a moment, everyone is frozen, suspended between exhaustion and the uncertainty of what comes next. Hilda lets out a cold laugh.
What's the matter? I expected our mole would have made a move by now.
This presents two possibilities. First, is the mole even still among the living? Perhaps Huck, who fell in the chaos, was the culprit after all?
Even if the monolith is the target, confronting 4 people to steal a machine of this size would be a suicidal move. And that's precisely why you haven't made your move yet. This prototype is simply too large still right in front of these people. What you really need is more detailed intelligence. The blueprints or perhaps the core components.
Oh, for heaven's sake. What move are you all waiting for? Just crate this thing up and ship it out! I'm so sick of this place. I want to go home.
Wait, what does this indicator mean?
Wait, what? A low ominous hum filled the air as the indicator light snapped from green to glaring red. A familiar chilling presence, mania, watches over you again. At that same moment, a piercing alarm shrieked from the wall. Panels on all 4 sides erupt in a frantic, synchronized stroke of light.
What on earth?
The machine is going haywire. The terrifying conclusion is inescapable. The crowds only stare speechless as the screen dissolves into torrents of data. What the fuck is this? Gaseal, what the fuck? I cannot check what is this. Numbers and letters, skitters and form across the screen in a taunting dance, finally collapsing into a single glaring string of red, deep red.
This code is...
What is this code?
A Caesar cipher. Offset by 3. The first lesson for every cryptographer.
This is not a gift. This is your grave. 2 hours? 2 hours until monoliths explode? Well then. Fuck. Well then, that is shit. Okay, I'm guessing Manfest. I'm really guessing Manfest. Alright, let's see, boss. Okay, here. Yeah, good place.
I'll take this light. I'll take this light. The storm is here. I am the Legion. I'll take this light.
This is my resolution.
Crush them all!
Oi. No.
This is my resolution.
I'll take this light.
Pulse radiation. Engage.
Crush them all! I'll take this light. Crush them all! I am the Legion.
This is my resolution.
What? The storm is here. The storm is here. I'll take this light.
No.
This little win pleases you.
Sludge is almost gone. Oof, a lot of parts. Okay, let me see. Do I have to pause? Oh, almost.
Hey, looks like you're free.
Oh,
To,
are you here to see me, Chief? Feel free to take the time to look at the new supplies, too.
Give me all this. Let's see. Who needs some level up? Maybe Ariel. I do need her at full power. Who is my next healer? Annie? Yeah, maybe Annie. Okay, maybe Annie or yeah. She does heal, right? Yeah, she does. Increased attack speed too. Ooh, that's also good. Okay, I think it's time for me to end stream. Alright, let me see if there's anybody who I can raid for tonight. Yeah, my raid channel is taking 2 years to load. Okay. Okay, let me turn off this, then you can load off. Maybe it was taking up usage or something? I don't know. Ray browser, come on, work for me. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna have to fucking do this on my phone. Which is definitely not working. Yeah, it's not working. What the hell? Okay, it looks like Wi-Fi dropped to the fucking dirt. Well, guess we won't be able to raid up for tonight. Yeah, well. But we did make some crazy progress. Almost finished with this one. I think we're only in the last stretch, so maybe I'll do a stream tomorrow for it. Maybe, who knows? If not, I'll just wait for our usual time, which is a day after today, because that is what usually my stream is. Well, stream time is, anyways. So, we'll see. And I pray I could get her.
I'll go prepare the campfire. We have a new client.
Alright, I think let's leave here for tonight. Oh, so yeah, either I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I mean, just leave it up 2 days out. So let's see if we can speed run it. So, thank you guys for joining me here today on the stream. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or night or whatever time zone is for you. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.